Have you ever felt like no matter how much effort you put in, life keeps shutting doors in your face? You try once, it fails. You try again, it collapses. You take a new path, and once more the door closes. Slowly, doubts begin to whisper. Maybe life doesn't want me to succeed. Maybe I am just unlucky. But what if those closed doors are not punishments? What if they are silent guides leading you towards something greater than you can see right now? Today, I want to share with you the inspiring story of Aarav and a wise Zen master, and how one wrong door changed everything. In a peaceful village nestled between green hills and gentle rivers, there lived a young boy named Aarav. Unlike other children who loved to run around playing games, Aarav often sat alone near the riverside. He would pick up pebbles and gently throw them into the water, watching the ripples spread. He wasn't sad, he was thoughtful. Questions swirled inside his young mind. Why do people fail? Why do my efforts never seem to work out? Why does life keeps giving me closed doors? His parents were simple villagers. Whenever he asked these questions, they would just smile tiredly and say, "That's how life is, Arav. You will understand when you grow up." But Arav's heart was not satisfied with half answers. He wanted the truth. One morning, as he wandered through the bustling village square, he overheard a group of travelers talking excitedly. They spoke of a wise Zen master who lived deep inside the ancient forest. They say, one traveler whispered, that the master has answer for any question. People travel from faraway lands to seek his wisdom. Something lit up inside Arav. That very evening, with nothing but courage in his heart, he decided to find the Zen master. The journey was long and difficult. The forest was dense, roots twisted beneath his feet, and shadows danced in the corner of his vision. Strange birds called from the tree tops. Fear crept in, but his curiosity was stronger. After hours of walking, Arav finally saw a humble monastery made of wood and stones. And there, sitting cross-legged in the garden, was the Zen master, his face calm, his eyes like still water. His long white beard rested on his chest, and his smile felt like a warm ray of sunlight after a storm. Arav bowed deeply. "Master," he said with his trembling voice, "I'm just a boy, but I feel lost. No matter what I try, I only end up at the wrong place. Every door I open leads me to failure. Why does life do this to me?" The master listened silently. After a moment, he gently placed his hand on Arav's shoulder and said, "Come with me." He led Arav inside the monastery to a long hallway lined with many doors. Some doors were beautiful, golden paint, carved patterns, shining handles. Some were cracked and worn out. Some were half open, some locked tight. The master said, "Choose a door and open it." Arav's eyes scanned the hallway. His heart was drawn to the biggest golden door. This must be the right one, he thought. He pushed it open with excitement, only to find darkness. A cold, empty room with nothing inside. "This is the wrong door," he said, disappointed. The master nodded. "Try again." Next, Arav chose a brightly painted door. It looked cheerful and promising. He smiled as he opened it, but inside was only dust and cobwebs. One by one, he tried door after door. Some led to blank walls, some to empty rooms. One even opened to a broken floor. With each failed door, his heart sank lower, his steps grew slower. Finally, he sat down on the floor with tears in his eyes. Master, what is the point? Every door is wrong. Maybe life is just unfair. Maybe no door will ever open for me. The master's smile remained gentle. He sat beside Arav and whispered, "One last door remains. Would you like to try?" At the very end of the hallway stood a small, cracked wooden door. It looked weak, plain, and completely unimportant. Arav shook his head. "That door? It's ugly. It can't lead to anything good." The master's voice was calm but firm. "Appearance deceives. Go on, try it." With a tired heart and little hope, Arav pushed the old door. It creaked as if it hadn't been opened in years. But as it slowly swung open, a burst of golden sunlight flooded the hallway. Arav stepped forward, and what he saw left him speechless. A magnificent garden stretched before him, flowers of every color, butterflies dancing in the air, birds singing melodious tunes, and gentle breeze carrying the scent of fresh earth. His eyes widened, his heart filled with joy. This, this is beautiful," he whispered. The master looked at him kindly and said, "You see, my child, life is like this hallway. Some doors will lead to emptiness, some to darkness, some to pain. But if you keep opening doors, if you don't give up, one day you will find the door meant for you." The wrong doors are not punishments, they are teachers. Every wrong door brings you closer to the right one. Arav asked softly, "So, mistakes aren't the end?" The master smiled. "No, Aarav, mistakes are the beginning. Every failure is the step. Every rejection is a direction. Every closed door is secretly guiding you to the one that will open. The only real mistake is to stop trying." Years passed. Aarav grew into a wise and compassionate man. When he failed in his studies, others mocked him, but he remembered the hallway of doors. When he was rejected from his first job, he reminded himself, "This is just one wrong door." When his small business collapsed, he didn't give up. He said, "This failure is showing me a better way." Eventually, after many wrong doors, Arav discovered his true calling, teaching and uplifting the poor children of his village. He started with just a few kids under a banyan tree. Arav would sit on the ground with them, using a stick to draw letters in the mud. He had no money, no building, no big plan, only his heart's pure intention to share knowledge and lit up young minds. Day after day, he taught with patience, warmth, and dedication. He didn't care about fame or recognition. What mattered to him was seeing a spark of confidence in a child's eyes, hearing them read their first word, watching them dream bigger than their circumstances. The villagers noticed his sincerity. Slowly, more children joined. People from nearby villages began bringing their kids too. What began as a handful of students beneath a tree slowly turned into a small school made of mud walls and wooden benches. Years passed, and Arav's passion didn't fade. It grew. He constantly improved the way he taught, learned new methods, and inspired his students to believe in themselves. Some of his earliest students went on to become doctors, engineers, teachers, artists, and change makers, and each of them carried a part of Arav's lesson. Don't fear wrong doors. Keep trying until you find the right one. Soon, his little school became well known. Donations began pouring in. Volunteers from other towns came to support him. That small, humble school expanded into a large educational institution with libraries, classrooms, laboratories, and art spaces. But it didn't stop there. Arav's vision grew. He believed that every child, no matter how poor or forgotten, deserves the chance to walk through the right door. He opened more branches in different villages, then in other states, and eventually his initiative spread across the country and beyond. His model of education inspired teachers and communities worldwide. What began as a single right door for Arav became a doorway for thousands of children to discover their own purpose. He received national and international recognition, but Arav always stayed humble. Whenever someone asked about the secret of his success, he would smile and say, "It all started when I kept opening doors, even the ones that looked small and broken." Dear friends, sometimes the right door doesn't look grand. It may appear small, simple, or even unimportant at first. But if you trust your heart, follow your calling, and keep walking through, the small door can lead you to something far bigger than your imagination, something that touches countless lives. If this story touched your heart or you are searching for your right door in life, type in the comment, "I will keep opening doors." Let this be your promise to yourself to keep going no matter how many wrong doors you face. And if you found inspiration here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe A Voice of Light for more powerful stories that light the way. Thank you.